Michelle, I'll teach you how to cook.
Oh, that's sweet, honey. But who's going to teach you?
There's something that fascinates people about twins, and when Hollywood is involved, the interest becomes so intense that it consumes their entire lives. In this video, we'll be driving through a list of 10 celebrity twins in the history of Hollywood. We'll get to know them better, how they succeed and navigate Hollywood, and the results their partnership as twins has yielded. Come with us. Number 10. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Whenever we get to talk about celebrity twins, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen are practically the poster girls. Also known as the Olsen twins, these two have been the twin actresses very dear to the hearts of Hollywood fans. Their exceptional roles in various Hollywood series have made them stand out, and as a result, most Hollywood fans are eager to watch the shows in which they appear. There's a spice that TV series often add, and that's what fans love the most about them. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen have, over time, built a solid reputation for themselves in Hollywood history, so that their name cannot be mentioned without them being given the accolades they are deserving of. Even with how much they have achieved already, they are determined not to settle for less. They were ready and willing to record their names in the sands of time, so they utilized every way to create opportunities and open doors for themselves without having to wait for things to happen by luck or by chance. They built an empire of movies, TV shows, and merchandise under their Dual Star brand, and shortly after, they recognized the need to venture into high-end fashion, which they successfully transitioned into. They stepped away from acting and fully immersed themselves in high-end fashion with the Roe and Elizabeth and James, as they found a passion for it. Mary-Kate Olsen and Ashley Fuller Olsen were born on the 13th of June in 1986 in Sherman Oaks, Los Angeles. Research shows that Ashley is 2 minutes older than Mary-Kate, and Ashley featured in their very first movie, titled Michelle Tanner, produced by the Dual Star Company. The twins became very popular Hollywood icons from a very young age, thanks to their zeal, skill, and passion for movies and the entertainment industry. They became some of the wealthiest women in the entertainment industry, right from a very young age. At the age of 6 months, the twins were cast in the role of Michelle Tanner on the ABC sitcom Full House in 1987. They officially started filming when they were 9 months old. The twins both featured in the movie, but you'll barely figure out because of how identical they are. The movie needed only one baby, but they took turns acting because of the law on child labor that prohibited them from stressing an infant for that long. The Olsens continued to play the role of Michelle throughout the show's run, which concluded in 1995. Their resemblance was so palpable that people were barely able to differentiate between them on different occasions. This likeness extended not only to movies and videos, but to clothes, shoes, purses, hats, books, CDs and cassette tapes, fragrances and makeup, magazines, video and board games, dolls, posters, calendars, and even telephones and CD players. Number 9. Tia and Tamara Maui. Born in Gelnhausen, West Germany, on the 6th of July, 1978, Tia and Tamara Maui have a very intriguing family background and early life story. Their mother, Darlene Renee Maui, fondly known as Nay Flowers, was managing their careers when they were both young and belonged to a group of people that included Hollywood actors and actresses as well. Darlene Renee Maui also worked as a security guard, where she was responsible for overseeing people entering and exiting a warehouse and maintaining the garden located by the warehouse's gates. The father of the twins, Timothy John Maui, was in the U.S. Army when they were born, and he later became a correctional officer with the City of Glendale Police Department after the family moved to California, as the twins aspired to pursue acting. In California, they practiced to the best of their ability and made use of all available opportunities to ensure their skills were harnessed and well refined, waiting for a good opportunity that would bring them to the limelight. That opportunity came when they starred in the hit sitcom Sister, Sister from 1994 to 1999. In this movie, the actors played the roles of twins who, due to life circumstances, were separated at birth. After a lot of drama and searching, they finally reunited as teenagers. The show became a cultural touchstone and earned them multiple awards, including NAACP Image Awards and Kids' Choice Awards. After reuniting as teenagers, they began to explore the world and embark on numerous significant experiences together. They recorded many wins and achievements. They reunited professionally for the reality series Tia and Tamara from 2011 to 2013. Most of the movies they featured in portrayed stories of their personal lives, from the time they were born to the time they were separated, and their personal experiences during their time apart. They also starred together in projects such as 17 Again, Twitches, Twitches 2, and Double Wedding. In the early 1990s, they were part of the rhythm and blues girl group Voices, releasing the single Yeah, 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 which became very popular at the time. Tia launched a new reality series in 2023, which she titled Tamara Maui, My Next Act. This reality series focused basically on her life after divorce, how she coped, how she healed, how she made new friends, enjoyed time with her sister, and all that went on with her after her divorce. Tamara was born first, at 30 minutes past 4 p.m., while Tia was born at 32 minutes past 4 p.m. Number 8. Dylan and Cole Sprouse. Like most of the celebrity twins that we know, Dylan and Cole kick-started their journey into Hollywood from a very tender age. Funnily enough, they were both regarded as kid actors. As kids, they were still subject to the law regarding child labor, so they both shared roles in movies like Big Daddy, alongside Adam Sandler. Disney Channel's The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was a game-changer for them, as it launched them into tween stardom, and they began to put in a lot of effort to thrive from there. Cole's college, NYU, was on a break when Cole returned to acting in Riverdale. Dylan was not yet in school, so he had taken on several smaller film projects and entrepreneurial ventures, including a meadery. Born on the 4th of August, 1992, Dylan and Cole Sprouse have consistently demonstrated their passion for acting through their roles as American actors. They are sometimes referred to as the Sprouse Brothers or Sprouse Brus. Their first major theatrical film was released in 1999, a comedy titled Big Daddy, in which they co-starred with Adam Sandler. They later appeared in several television sitcoms and starred in the television film I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus and the straight-to-DVD film Just for Kicks. Ever since their first official movie, these twins have been working hands on deck to see to it that they do not lose their wonder in the movie industry, and in Hollywood especially. They sought opportunities, created some for themselves, and met with people who could guide and uplift them. They were so determined to thrive against all odds that they didn't see anything that could hinder them from reaching their potential. Shortly after, the brothers launched a franchise known as the Sprouse Bros brand, which included a clothing line, book series, and magazine. The majority of the Sprouses franchise ended in 2008, except for their clothing line. The Sweet Life on Deck went on to become the most watched children's television show in 2008 and 2009. All the children were eager to watch and kept watching, but sadly for them, the show ended in 2011, in May. As of the year 2007, the twin brothers were recorded as the wealthiest children alive, not because they had the funds at hand, but because it was obvious how rich their minds were, and everybody could sense the extreme wealth surrounding them. In 2010, the Sprouse brothers were among the highest-paid Disney television child actors, earning $40,000 per episode combined. MSN reported by the end of the 2000s that the twin brothers became the richest young twins in the world. In 2010, the twin brothers gained admission to New York University. Number 7. James and Oliver Phelps. James and Oliver Phelps were these twin brothers who were not particularly excited about the spotlight when they started acting. It was all passion and the desire to see life's beauty up close, just by watching their movies. They have a deep compassion for humanity and ensured that the movies cover all areas and spheres of human life, including the poor, the less privileged, and the illiterate. Better known as Fred and George Weasley from the Harry Potter series, James and Oliver Phelps made their mark in one of the most iconic film franchises ever. Behind the camera, they've stayed close to the wizarding world, often appearing at conventions and hosting a podcast together. While they haven't had as many roles since the Potter era, their charm and loyalty to fans keep them in the public eye. Known for their exceptional acting skills, the Phelps twin brothers were always highly regarded in public places. They were esteemed as the saviors of the poor, as their dramas often had a profoundly positive impact on their audiences. They were passionate about helping people see greatness in themselves and believe that they, too, can achieve any result that anyone is achieving today. Fans always looked forward to seeing and hearing from them, as all the displays created hope, encouragement, and motivation for those who had already lost hope. They were like voices to the voiceless, advocating for a peaceful and discrimination-free society, which never seemed possible, but was gradually yielding results. Fans loved them because, regardless of their position and social status, they made themselves irresistible and uneasy to unlove. James Andrew Eric Phelps and Oliver Martin John Phelps were born on the 25th of February, 1986. They are both English actors, podcasters, and extremely identical twin brothers. James and Oliver Phelps resolved to leave an indelible imprint in the hearts of everyone who came into contact with them by modeling good humanity and compassion toward one another. People see them as role models and as their go-to people whenever there is a need for justice, empathy, and all that concerns human life. The two brothers collaborated in many areas of their lives, but one area that brought the most effective result was their field of acting. To them, acting was not just a pleasure, it was for a purpose. To them, it wasn't just about the fame, but also about the lives that got transformed by merely watching them act. It was not just about the money. It was about the hearts they lit on fire with love for humanity and the world at large. Number 6. Benji and Joel Madden. Some famous Hollywood twins did not just gain fame from acting. Some of them invested a lot in their personal lives and growth, which was a game changer for them. The likes of Benji and Joel Madden are examples of those Hollywood twins who didn't sit back and let things happen to them. They used their hands to create opportunities for themselves. Benji Madden and Joel Madden are identical twin brothers behind the band Good Charlotte. They, despite the hurdles and the seemingly challenging things they underwent in certain phases, made a solid name for themselves in the early 2000s punk pop scene. Benji is married to actress Cameron Diaz, while Joel is married to Nicole Richie. The Maddens have been low-key people right from the beginning. They had no business showcasing their progress, hardships, struggles, wins, and achievements to the world. They saw it as useless and a means to bring about one's downfall. Low-key, they built their lives, established their brands, gained relevance, influence, and income, and all that they needed to live the kind of comfortable life they had always desired. With all of these, they have crafted a rock star lifestyle without a very loud buzz or announcement to the entire globe. The Madden brothers are an American pop-rock duo made up of twin brothers Joel Madden and Benji Madden, both of whom are also founding members of the rock band Good Charlotte. They saw the need to create a new brand that bears their name and would carry their legacy, so they started a new project titled after their names. The project is called the Madden Brothers. It was officially started in 2011, but became a side project separate from Good Charlotte in 2014. While with Good Charlotte, Joe was the lead vocalist. Benji was the guitarist and backup vocalist, singing beautiful songs line after line. However, after launching the new brand, they decided to change their style and make it different, so it would not seem like everything was simply duplicated. In no time, the Madden Brothers, the newly launched brand, began to gather fans and followers, and many people took an even greater interest in it than in Charlotte. The Madden brothers finally released their first single in June 2014, titled "We Are Done." The song was placed in regular rotation in major markets and even became a top 40 hit on the Billboard Bubbling Under Hot 100 singles and alternative radio charts. Like the creatives and pace-setters that they are, they executed another beautiful plan to kickstart their personal music company, MDDN. Number 5. Shaun and Aaron Ashmore. These are the particular Canadian twins you've been hearing about. They're the twins who have built very powerful careers in science fiction and fantasy genres. These twins have become renowned over time due to their exceptional performance in a niche, such as science fiction. This is one niche that so many celebrities shy away from, due to its complexity and overwhelming nature. However, these particular twins have courageously and wholeheartedly embraced it and are doing exceedingly well in it. You may have seen Shaun Ashmore in X-Men as Iceman, and Aaron Ashmore in Warehouse 13 or Veronica Mars, and probably had to do a double take. These Canadian twins have left the majority in awe due to their exceptional accomplishments in their field. It seems to them like minor tasks, but to the world, a very, very difficult adventure. Another thing that fascinates people about them is how much they resemble each other. Shaun and Aaron are the most identical twins one can think of. Their stature, facial features, voice, behavior, and virtually everything else are so alike that nothing distinguishes them in any way whatsoever. People, especially fans, are often confused during their movie sessions because it is just too difficult to tell who is who. Many Hollywood twins, such as the Olsen twins, often act together to add to the confusion for the audience, but they once did it differently. They almost always acted separately to enable the world to easily distinguish them from one another and their uniqueness. They've mostly acted separately, allowing each one to develop distinct identities in the business. Shaun and Aaron Ashmore are the most identical twin brothers in Canada. They were both born on the 7th of October, 1979 in Richmond, British Columbia. They have each established successful acting careers, often in genre television and film, though they are best known for different roles. Number 4. Nikki and Brie Bella. The Bella twins are a very popular name in WWE. Nikki and Brie are the Bella twins. They became household names due to their involvement with WWE. This particular set of twins has long retired from the WWE, but they remain relevant in Hollywood because their spark has not been extinguished. They have employed various creatively beautiful means to remain in the spotlight even after retiring from WWE, which is what sets them apart. Nikki and Brie Bella, born Stephanie Nicole Garcia Colas and Brianna Monique Garcia Colas, respectively, are identical twin sisters who gained fame as professional wrestlers in WWE under the moniker the Bella Twins. They have since transitioned into various roles in the entertainment and business sectors. Their first wrestling appearance in WWE was in 2008, when they initially used their identical appearance to their advantage in matches. It was very difficult to tell them apart, so they developed strategies based on understanding how their resemblance could benefit their industry. In 2011, the Divas Championship was captured by Divas, and Nikki followed with 2 reigns, with her second being the longest in the title's history. These twin sisters excelled in wrestling, but they understood that beyond fighting on stage, there was more to them and more to life. They took advantage of the wisdom deposited in them as women and displayed how industrious they are by creating several opportunities for themselves to support their well-being outside of wrestling. They both expanded into reality television, starring in Total Divas and their spin-off, Total Bellas, which aired from 2020 to 2021. They also hosted podcasts that discussed various aspects of life and provided clarity to their listeners. The title of their podcast is The Nikki and Brie Show. In 2023, they began hosting the dating show Twin Love on Amazon Prime Video. They have also ventured into entrepreneurship, utilizing various skills to sustain themselves through their wine label, Bonita Bonita, and a lifestyle brand called Birdie Bee, which focuses on women's empowerment. It is basically about the well-being of women and how to become a high-value woman. Nikki is married to a man named Artem Chigvintsev. They got married in 2022, and they have a son named Mateo. In the early months of the marriage, it was all cost and exciting. They shared stuff, there was mutual understanding, and it was a beautiful union. Until one fateful event, Nikki's husband came home drunk from a friend's apartment. While Nikki tried questioning him, a sudden slap landed on her cheek, and hot tears rolled down her face. That was the beginning of domestic mistreatment in their home. The man was always eager to hit her, throw things at her, injure her, and do all manner of outrageous things to her. Brie is married to fellow wrestler Bryan Danielson, and they have 2 children together. There was peace and love in the home, unlike that of her twin sister Nikki. Number 3. Lisa and Louise Burns. These particular Hollywood twins are the ones that you'll get to see once and never forget their faces again. Their beauty is stunning, and their resemblance striking. You might not even know their names, but you'll never forget that you've once seen their faces. Lisa and Louise Burns are the eerie twin girls from The Shining, whose ghostly presence in the Overlook Hotel haunts audiences even to this day. They featured in a show that gave them high global recognition. Beyond the fact that they're talented, what captured the audience mostly was their striking resemblance, their stunning facial features, and how effortlessly they modeled elegance. Despite the global recognition they received from that one particular scene, Lisa and Louise didn't see the need to pursue acting much further. Their skill, talent, and all the necessary features were there, but these twins were the kind of introverts who didn't like the spotlight at all. They preferred a quiet, private life that was free from the loud buzz and unnecessary pleasantries. They grew up with strict parents and were always indoors, and as a result, they became accustomed to a life of privacy. They enjoyed their company and didn't welcome the interruption of any outsider. However, even without lengthy filmographies, these twins have remained unforgettable figures in pop culture. Their haunting stare is etched in Hollywood memory and the nightmares of movie lovers everywhere. The twin sisters, Lisa and Louise Burns, were born in 1968 in London, England. They are those identical twins who wore the same kind of dresses, footwear, bonnets, and did virtually everything together. Their love for themselves was unmatched. They both had the same kind of energy, loving their space and not wanting public interference. One beautiful thing about these twins is that they had a way of making the world hungry to see and hear from them, even though they intentionally starve the world of their flavor. Nobody hears about Lisa and Louise and turns away. Everybody enjoys their kind and style of entertainment, wanting them to put more of themselves out there for the world to watch. However, their mantra remains that privacy is everything to them. Born into a family accustomed to a comfortable life, family love, and home time, they didn't see the need to mingle with other people, as it was not even familiar to them. However, within themselves, there was palpable love, concern, care, and everything that needs to exist in a family. Number 2. Brittany and Cynthia Daniel. Brittany Daniel is known for her roles in the Hollywood series titled Sweet Valley High and The Game. It was a very interesting series that kept fans and viewers strictly glued to their screens, always anticipating the next episode that came along. Cynthia Daniel was not the type to be so interested in acting. Brittany, on the other hand, was doing acting, winning awards, and setting the pace. Cynthia wanted to be as influential as Brittany, but she never had a passion for acting. It didn't even faze her in the slightest. As much as Brittany tried to talk Cynthia into it, Cynthia always showed resistance. Brittany suddenly began to gain fame worldwide, and this was the catalyst for Cynthia. She decided to finally succumb to the pressure and venture into the world of acting, just like Brittany. Her first movie was Sweet Valley High, in which she acted with Brittany. It was discovered that she was exceptionally talented in acting, which led people to gradually focus on her and anticipate all the movies in which she featured, before she stepped away from Hollywood to become a photographer. Brittany and Cynthia Daniel are American identical twins who gained fame in the 1990s for their roles as Jessica and Elizabeth Wakefield in the television adaptation of Sweet Valley High. They were both born on the 17th of March, 1997, in the city of Gainesville in Florida. The sisters began their careers as child models, appearing in magazines like Seventeen and YM, and in advertisements as the Double Mint Twins. They collaborated to make many beautiful shows turn out well, and the results were impressive. When the series ended, Brittany still held on to her acting career because the part was there. At the same time, Cynthia chose to fully focus on her passion, which is photography. She did exceedingly well in it and even established her studio, which she named 5 Arrows Photography. Number 1. Giovani and Marissa Rabisi. Giovani and Marissa Rabisi are the twins in Hollywood who are not always recognized as such because they're not identical. They don't even share a likeness in behaviors or facial features. People find it easy to differentiate between them, and they just know them to be siblings, not twins. These make them a little unhappy because there are times when they want to be recognized as twin siblings. You're familiar with the unique and distinct treatment that comes with being identical twins. People are often fascinated. Some even forget themselves, staring so deeply at you and your twin that they seem like gods or angels. People often admire identical twins, and many individuals aspire to have them because of their unique and striking similarities. However, unfortunately, it is not so common, as seen in the case of Giovani Rabisi and Marissa Rabisi, who did all they could to resemble each other somewhat. Still, nothing was working, considering that they're of different genders. Regardless of their distinct physical features, the Rabisi twins accomplished many amazing and mind-blowing things together. They were the twins who were greatly admired by fans from near and far because of how well they structured their lives and how far they thrived together in Hollywood and the broader entertainment industry. Marissa Rabisi was an actress in the 90s and was married to musician Beck. The twins have both had numerous beautiful and interesting trajectories, maintaining a relatively quiet yet highly impactful presence in Hollywood. They didn't review personal things about themselves. They were extremely private about their personal lives, so you could only know what they chose to reveal. The few things they shared were in no way personal, yet deeply impactful. Their success story was something that shook the hearts of nations, and people from all over the world greatly admired them. They were born on the 17th of December, 1974, in Los Angeles, California. Giovani Rabisi is a seasoned actor, renowned for his versatility in both television and film. Giovani officially began to venture into acting in the 1980s, with early appearances on shows like Highway to Heaven. His expertise and perfect skill in acting enabled him to gain wider recognition in the 1990s. Giovani's first wife was an actress named Mariah O'Brien, with whom he has a daughter. He later married a model named Agnes Dane. He also has fraternal twins with his partner Emily Ward. Both Giovani and Marissa were raised in the Church of Scientology, and they remained active members. On the other hand, Marissa Rabisi is an actress and a writer. She began her acting career at the age of 9, with early roles in television series such as My Two Dads and Baywatch. Married to a musician named Beck, in April 2004, the couple had 2 children, Cosimo Henri and Tuesday. Twins always have a special place anywhere they find themselves, and Nollywood is no exception. We have seen 10 twin celebrities who, over time, have left a lasting impression on the hearts of many, and have undoubtedly been successful in Hollywood. What do you think about these 10 twins? Kindly share your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe to this channel to get notified whenever we make a new post. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.